It's getting ugly out there on the election campaign trail, and Labor is the party that seems to be stirring up the tensions. In a moment, I'll show you exclusive footage of a leading light of the Labor Party demanding to know the religion of Liberal volunteers, demanding to know whether they are members of the Brethren Christian group. I kid you not. Now, Andrew Charlton was once an economic advisor to Kevin Rudd when he was Prime Minister. He went on to be a successful businessman and became a millionaire. And he moved out of this $20 million mansion in Sydney's exclusive Bellevue Hill when he won the marginal seat of Parramatta at the last election. An Oxford-educated economist, Charlton is already being talked about as a possible rival or successor to Jim Chalmers as Federal Treasurer, which is why it's kind of strange to see these pictures of him filming or taking photos of Liberal campaign volunteers in his electorate. This seems to be an odd or even harassing behaviour, especially from the sitting Labor MP. But last Sunday, Charlton took this a dramatic step further. Two Liberal campaigners were door-knocking in his electorate when they claim one household called Charlton on the phone and he soon arrived. Have a look at what transpired.
What are you going to do for us, Andrew?
Are you a member of the exclusive
What
Brethren?
are you going to do for us today, Andrew?
Are you?
If you get elected, what are you going to do?
I'm going to save our healthcare system. I'm going to make sure that more people can see a doctor. I'm going to make sure that we introduce our policies to improve Australia's economy, which we've been doing briefly.
Very
and also,
good.
I've been making sure that we're telling the truth. Also,
And what
about
does-
where we all are.
And what does religion have to do with volunteering?
Are you going to answer my question?
Are you going to answer mine?
I'll take that as a no. See you later.
What business is it of Charlton's to ask people about their religion? Why is it relevant? I asked Charlton for an interview tonight and got no response. I then texted him the following questions. Why have you asked Liberal volunteers if they are exclusive Brethren? Why have you videoed or taken photos of Liberal campaigners? Have you asked any volunteers if they are Muslim, Hindu, Jewish or Catholic? Why would you wish to know the religion of a campaigner? And do you believe in religious freedom? I've received no response from Charlton, but the answer to Charlton's intrusions can be found in the attention that Labor is focusing on the Christian religious group, the Brethren. Several media reports have claimed that Brethren members are helping to supply Liberal campaign volunteers for various marginal seats. Just why this would be a problem is unclear. Anyone should be able to volunteer to help out in an election campaign. And the coalition relies on volunteers, unlike Labor, which has the vast paid resources of the union movement to help out. But even the Prime Minister seems to have it in for this particular Christian group.
You have all sorts of strange occurrences with, a cult, the exclusive Brethren, that they need to explain going forward. Where are all these people coming from? Why are they campaigning on booze? They don't vote, by the way, but they all of a sudden have found this enthusiasm in their hundreds to travel around the country to hand out how to vote. What's the quid pro quo there? What is going on there?
They don't vote? Surely that's up to them. It's a secret ballot. And a cult? And what's going on there? Volunteers helping out in a campaign? Is Anthony Albanese opposed to Christians? What business is it of his or of Charlton's what religion any single campaigner happens to be? And as for a quid pro quo, what does the union movement get for bankrolling Labor? We all know the answer to that one. But I really reckon that Albanese and Charlton and Labor more generally ought to show a bit more respect for religious freedom in this country and stop interrogating people about what religious groups they may or may not belong to.